Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylee and I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel for a while now, and I figured, you know what, now is as good as ever.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone?
And I really waited a while because I didn't really know what my niche would be, and I'm kind of a perfectionist in that regard, where it's like I need everything, I have to have all the answers, I need to know everything that I'm going to be doing, blah blah blah, have a plan. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I'm just gonna do what I want to do, and
You go girl, you go girl, you go girl.
Go girl. You know, figure it out kind of as I go, which is totally out of my comfort zone to do, but whatever. This is a creative outlet for me, and this is also a way for me to connect with other people that have the same interests. So that's really the goal of what I want my channel to be. So just as a quick intro before we get into the video, I'm 29 years old. I live in Houston, Texas, and during the day I am an IT recruiter for a tech company. And you know, after 9 to 5, I do have an online boutique, so I make some of my stuff behind me. I have a dog named Dallas. My boyfriend's name is David, and David and I love scary movies. We love watching and critiquing horror movies, so we do plan on having a second channel where all we talk about is the horror movies that we watch and series and things like that. I like to read books that pertain to horror and sci-fi and some fantasy stuff, and so the bulk of the channel is really going to be probably me talking about the books and stuff that I like to read and giving recommendations, and then also kind of doing a deep dive on some of them. And also I collect a lot of random stuff. So restoring a 1989 Bronco. So some of the videos might be, you know, that. And then we're also building a home.
Oh my God! Wow!
In the very, very, very beginning stages right now. So I'm excited to kind of take y'all on our journey of when we break ground and start picking things out and decorating potentially. So, you know, lots of things are exciting and are to come, yay. But for right now, I wanted to kind of focus on the book haul that I have and kind of what my October reads are going to be. So for the month of October, I, you know, have my apple crisp macchiato. It's so good. It's really good if you want something sweet in the morning. Yeah, it makes me feel
yes, overpriced coffee.
That's $37.
I feel fall already, yay. The Astros are playing today, it's exciting. Yeah, so for the month of October, I want to keep it spooky. Normally this is my favorite genre of books to read anyways, but I figured screw it, we're just gonna talk about all of the October and all the spooky books. And I noticed I had kind of a theme going on, which I did totally not mean to do. So a couple of days ago, I did go to Barnes & Noble. I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of them. The goal is to get through obviously all 5 of the books, but we'll see what happens. This book that I definitely plan to read is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. And this book I'm really super excited about because I'm a huge Shudder fan. If you don't know, it's all horror movies, documentaries, and shows, series, whatever. They have new stuff, they have old stuff, they have a lot of Blumhouse, they have a lot of exclusives. So definitely if you love horror or scary movies, thrillers, check out Shudder. It's really good. To me, I love to partner with you. But Discovery of Witches, they have adapted it into a series that is going to be a Shudder exclusive. I have heard that the series on Shudder is exactly like the book, and I heard it's really, really, really good. I'm excited to read this, Discovery of Witches, and I think they have a second book too. So yeah, this is book 1 of the All Souls trilogy. So there's 2 other books, but I'm excited to read this. And is My Best Friend's Exorcism. and this is Grady Hendrix. Two girls, Abby and Gretchen, have been friends since 4th grade. They go skinny dipping, and then Gretchen, the friend, gets possessed. And so, yeah, that's kind of the premise of the book. Plus, this is like the coolest cover of all time. So, super, super cool. I'm excited to read this one. The next Grady Hendrix book that I want to read, and these, I guess, the rest of these are like in no particular order. This is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. This is another fun read, and this is also kind of a thicker book.
Because that's how I roll. Thick. With 3 C's. You don't.
So I might read this towards the end if I have time. But apparently it's like this book club in like I think it's like the 30s maybe.
Looks like in Georgia or something, those are pictures, I don't know.
But a book club in the South a long time ago. They see this new guy move in, and he ends up being a vampire. And they're trying to like convince people around them that like this guy's a vampire, and they just think that they're like a bunch of gaggling ladies in a book club and whatever, and acting and saying stupid things. So the portrayal of women is going to be a huge theme in this book. And Grady Hendrix does female centered horror books. The next book that I am super pumped to read is Mexican Gothic. I know a lot of people have read this book, and I just now picked it up. But it is a woman in Mexico, and I think she's a debutante in Mexico. I think she's like, this like house apparently they're staying in, this mansion, is haunted. And from what I've heard about this book, it's like the things in the book are described like very beautifully, and I'm really, really excited to read this one. Well, that's it, guys. That's the whole video.
I'm out of here.
Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today, talking about books, talking about horror stuffs. But yeah, I'm really excited for the channel. Please, if you like this type of content, you want to see more, please hit the like button and the subscribe. And if you do have any suggestions about books, or if you've read some of these books, please add some content below. But yeah, I'm excited to come back next month and just talk about the books that I did read. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Bye, guys.